Welcome back to the IBFP. Here's your host, Boxing New.
Welcome to another edition of the Q&A series with the IBFP. And look, let's break it down honestly and objectively as possible. And the first question comes from Doug Smith, where he states, why does boxing have so many race-baiting narratives? You barely see this to this degree in other sports. And let me be honest with you. They're pushing racial narratives because they make money. That's the only reason they're doing it. These guys are making money by pushing these narratives. I mean, think about it. Dante, Akai, Ego, and now Southpaw are all pushing racial narratives because they're making money off of it. They're pandering to racially biased fans or complete idiots who just simply believe anything they say because they're making money. This is all about money for them. This is not about facts or honesty. This is all about money. You've seen Southpaw admit on my show that, hey, you know, white fighters, they're the weakest link in boxing. That's why no one should get credit for fighting them, which is one of the most racist and ignorant statements I've ever heard. When you look at Oslander Usyk, the guy's a current unified heavyweight champion, former undisputed cruiserweight champion, former World Boxing Super Series winner, but he's the weakest link in boxing. Vasil Lomachenko, three-weight world champion. He's the weakest link in boxing. Josh Taylor, undisputed world champion. He's the weakest link in boxing. And Tyson Fury, current WBC champion. But he's the weakest link in boxing. Make it make sense. You can't believe hater lies. The next one comes from Niners Giants, and he states, Southpaw claims he knows your name and what you look like. He put up a photo and a thumbnail saying it was you in his latest video. Can you confirm this? That is not me. It's an absolute lie. And of course he's going to lie. Of course he's going to push some kind of ridiculous thing like this. I mean, this is the same guy who just said the other day I was a white supremacist. Now I'm some fat black guy. Of course he's going to push a lie because he's desperate. The reason why Southpaw is desperate is because when he came on my show, I body bagged him. I exposed him as a racist. I exposed the fact that he really knows nothing about boxing. And he's only relying on pandering to racist fans to support his movement. That's all he's doing. He's pandering racial narratives. The way I look, where I come from, has nothing to do with facts. But with Southpaw, it's his only argument about facts, which makes zero sense. Let's just be honest and unbiased. The next one comes from Phone Jack, and he states, out of all his potential opponents, who do you think is Canelo Alvarez's most difficult and least difficult fights are? That's a great question. I think Canelo Alvarez's most difficult fight right now would be Dimitri Bivol. Dimitri Bivol is an undefeated world champion in his prime. This guy is a great jab. He has power. He's a great defensive fighter. He's going to be a hard guy to get on the inside and work. So, you know, you look at a guy like Dimitri Bivol, that, in my opinion, is Canelo Alvarez's toughest test right now. On the reverse end, it's a toss-up to see what his easiest available fight with. If you're talking about the fights that are available on the table, you're talking about guys like Triple G and Jamal Charlo. It's a toss-up between them two. When you look at Triple G, he's pushing 40 years old. He's not the same fighter, so we don't know how much he has left in the tank. And then you look at Jamal Charlo, you see the guy's been overrated, and you can tell because you see fights like Matt Korobov, Brandon Adams, and Juan Macias Montiel. When you look at those fights, you see how overrated Jamal Charlo truly is. But let's keep it going. And the next one comes from Velt Dog, and he states, you know, do you think Teofimo will replace Ryan in the Reynoso gym? If Teofimo is smart and he goes to train with Eddie Reynoso, leaves his dad, I think that is a brilliant move for him. I don't know if that's true. It's simply a rumor that's being floated out there, but it would be great for Teofimo in his career. He has all the potential in the world. He's a highly talented young man, but, you know, training with his father makes no sense because his trainer, which is his dad, is a complete dumbass. His dad was saying that he won every round against George Kambosos. You need your trainer to be honest with you. You need your trainer to be direct with you and tell you the truth. And Teofimo's simply not getting that. But let's keep it going. The next one comes from Thierry, and he states, you know, why is Southpaw such a huge fan of the IBFP to where him and his disciples want to see your face? Because they want to distract from facts. And the facts are Canelo Alvarez is the face of boxing, best fighter in the world, and that's something Southpaw simply hates. Because men lie, women lie, but the facts don't lie.